How's it going, guys? I got a game against Dallasboi1992 to close off the week. As you can tell by the tiers, this is a UU match. Couple things might have shifted around since then. It's a little bit of an older one. I really don't think anything has moved around too much. But looking at his team, he's got Firewater Grass in form of Victini, Swampert, Shaman. And he's got a couple other things in UU that are just notably good things to put on teams. So looking at his, he's got a pretty well-rounded team. Mine, I was just like, let's grab some 6 things that kind of look good. And that's truthfully like how I play 80% of my games. So we'll see how it goes, but he's gonna go and lead off with Victini. I'm gonna go ahead and lead off with Roserade. I don't care taking a hit from Victini, especially because my main goal right now is to put something to sleep. Victini will not taunt me, and I think there was some kind of verbal exchange going on in stream. I do have that advantage and disadvantage at the time in that they are able to see my every move on stream. If you know your screen well enough, you get to see whether or not I'm switching, whether or not I'm picking a different move, or something like that, if you're that keen on visual clues. But I also have verbal things going on, in that I'm pretty sure I said that he was probably going to go out to Shaman to take the sleep powder, or something like that. There was some kind of verbal exchange going on that made him do these next series of plays, and it just kind of backfired on him immensely, because now his Zapdos is asleep, which I believe is a Scarfer, so that's kind of going to hurt him a little bit. And on top of that, Shaman takes a Sludge Bomb, lives it, but actually ends up dying to the poison that does happen from time to time on, as a result of Sludge Bomb. And on top of that, he gets a lower damage roll on U-turn, so I end up living. Go for Sludge Bomb doesn't really do anything to the Registeel, and by doesn't really, I mean it doesn't do anything because he's immune to it. But I do have HP Fire, so I can get away with a couple hits. He's probably going to end up setting up the rocks and then killing me off next turn. There's nothing I can do to block said rocks or do anything of the sort. I guess a better play probably would have been to go into Frostlass. But then again, I am kind of fearing the Iron Head still, so, just kind of an in-before kind of thing. That, and I'm running low on HP anyway, so I guess if I die right here, it's not that big a deal. But goes for Stealth Rock, goes for Iron Head, takes me out. I have, brought him down to around half HP, and I've also put the Zapdos to sleep and taken out the Shaman, so my Roserade was not wasted at all. I actually got a lot of use in this game. It lets me bring in my Cobalion safely now that it's died. And right here, I try to reach for some neutral ground by going for the Stone Edge and thinking that his Victini would come in and take the close combat. Smarter play was to obviously go to the Hitmontop just to take any of the hits, just because, it's physically defensive. That's what it's there for. And, Stone Edge is also meant for Zapdos as well. But he could go into Hitmontop and take any hit reasonably well and threaten me out with a Mach Punch if that's what he has. Now here he makes a very, very good play. I rarely ever see this move run, and when this is like one of the only times I've seen it run, but he goes for Foresight. Now, if you're not familiar with what Foresight does, it lets Ghost-type Pokemon be hit by normal and fighting-type moves. Now, you use Foresight just, in case you predict Spin Blocker coming in. For some stupid reason, I stay in. Maybe I forgot that Foresight happened. I don't really have an excuse for this at the time. I probably wouldn't have when the match was taken. This is just a really stupid turn, because now I end up losing Frostlass. Not that it really would have ended up being too good, I suppose. Maybe for super effective damage against Shaman, but I already took out Shaman. Maybe to get some spikes somewhere along the way, but as long as Hitmontop's around, I'm not going to be able to get away with that, so I would have to take it out in the first place, and it's just kind of whatever. So this Mew, on the other hand, this Mew, I definitely get my money's worth out of this thing. This is an offensive set. You got the Nasty Plot, and you got the 2 attacks, and I believe this one has Roost as well, just for recovery. But it runs Psy Shock just because that's what the Smogon build called for back in the day when I believe Chansey was down there, and that kind of thing. But here, I'm pretty sure he meant to go for T-Wave and then go for Iron Head, so he could have gotten flinches and stuff like that. That would have made a hell of a lot more sense. But I'm able to get off a Roost right here, and I'm pretty sure that he doesn't T-Wave still. I'm pretty sure that he goes for a Seismic Toss or an Iron Head. And the thing is, he wouldn't really even mind being synchronized either, the Iron Head, not the Iron Head, the Thunder Wave, that kind of thing. But I'm going to be able to take him out next turn with an Aura Sphere easy, and I get off of that scot-free. Had he gone for the T-Wave, things probably could have been a little bit different later on in the game. For now, I'm doing pretty good on HP, taking a little bit of damage and shit. But he's going to bring in his Victini in. I was pretty sure that he was going to kill me off here, but he keeps going for U-turn, and he keeps taking the time to remind me during the game that he does not want to get Pursuit Trapped by Crocodile. That is the main thing that he is scared of with his Victini. But because of that, he's going to go into his Zapdos by going for U-turn. I'm going to go ahead and go for the Roost just on the off chance I can take any other hit that he'd want to go for besides V-Create. And I live it, and, you know, I'm good to go. Zapdos is, you know, because of 5th gen sleep mechanics, you know, he's got to burn off a couple turns of sleep. I see that he's faster. I didn't really notice this right off the bat, but that does tell me right now from a narrating standpoint that this is a Scarfer. And he's going to go for another U-turn right here. I believe I decide to roost up again anyways, and he ends up getting a crit right here. But I was like, I kind of want to get back up to full while the Zapdos is asleep. So he gets an early wake up and he decides to go out into Swampert. I believe I am +2 as well, and I'm doing good on HP, so he just keeps U-turning and U-turning away, and it's awesome. I think that both Victini and his Zapdos are Scarfers because I'm pretty sure a banded U-turn from Victini probably would have killed me. So maybe I think he's running 2 Scarfers, but I'm going to go for a Psyshock, and that surprisingly one-shots it. So I don't think that was a defensive build at all. I'm pretty sure we had the conversation in the stream that it wasn't, but there's that. So he's going to go for another U-turn because he does not once again want to be trapped by my Crocodile, which he does. He knows it has Pursuit just because a lot of them tend to, and, you know, he watches my videos, that kind of thing. But I'm thinking because of that, he's probably going to end up going for the U-turn. Might as well just roost it off again. And we get into an interesting series of mind games. Remember how I talked about in the first couple of turns that, you know, verbally what I say during a battle, in case they're watching the stream as well, can have an impact on what the other person's going to do. That comes into play a lot here because I'm just going to try to recover and that kind of thing. What I should have done is I should have just gone for all of my moves possible until he ran out of Sucker Punches and Close Combats, because based on that, he's probably, you know, he's got Foresight, and because he's got Foresight, I'm thinking he has Rapid Spin, since that's what you would use that for, just, you know, to eliminate the purpose of the spin blocker. So had I done this for 16 turns, I would have been okay, because what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to verbally coax him at this point into going for Close Combat on a turn I go for Psyshock, and I don't get away with it on that turn. That was a turn I was like, I'm going to go ahead and take a risk and then just go for it. But it's because of that he's left me at the range of HP where he's finally going to be able to take out my Mew, but not before I left some serious damage in his team. I finished off Registeel, I believe, took out Hitmontop. Have not taken out Zapdos, but I'm pretty sure I can still deal with Zapdos. But what I'm going to do is go into Porygon, hope I can get the download boost on the special attack. If not, then I can just go for the Ice Beam. Unfortunately, I get attack. I don't know if it has even defenses or that kind of thing, or if he's just got some differing IVs, that kind of thing. But I'm just going to go for an Ice Beam. I want to get some prior damage off on it. And he's going to go ahead and lock himself in on T-Bolt. This isn't really that big a deal. Had I known he was locked in, or had I suspected that he was locked in, I still hadn't noticed at this point in the game. It should have been pretty obvious against Mew as well. Maybe I thought they were just speed ties. I don't know. It was still too early in the game for me to just kind of put 2 and 2 together. But I'm going to go to Cobalion. Here is the dead giveaway that I know that he's Scarf. But he's going to go for that T-Bolt. It does a fuck ton, dude. And I don't know why I called all of you collectively dude. That was a weird moment. Dudes, dudettes, people watching my videos, that did a lot. But I know I'm just going to go for the Close Combat because I don't want Stone Edge to miss. And this is basically my game, because if Victini wants to lock, whatever Victini locks itself in on, I'm pretty sure my Crocodile can take it. If he wants to go for V-Create, he will drop his speed. If he wants to go for Brick Break, it's not stab, and I will be able to take it. If he wants to go for U-Turn, it probably will not kill me off, even with the lower defense, and I can go ahead and go for the Stone Edge. And if he wants to go for the Fusion Bolt, I will be immune to it. So based on those 2 pokes that I chose right there, that does leave me in a checkmate position, and Brick Break was his best option. Otherwise, I would have been able to kill him off. But as you can see, he chose Brick Break because it's not stab, wasn't able to take me out. And that is going to leave me with the game as I finish him off with an Earthquake. And I believe that was a 1-0. So hope you guys enjoyed that game. If you did, you're welcome to leave a like, rating, comment, subscribe, do your thing. I actually have a lot of days off next week. Kind of surprised me. But in case you guys did not get the memo from the other thing, I am going to probably, I'm going to try to go back to my old schedule just for next week. Just try to get some more videos out, that kind of thing. Since I will have the time, or I can kind of just upload videos at my own pace and then just prep material for later. There's a pretty good possibility that I might just, you know, pass up uploading a lot of videos and then just stream more next week just to have a lot of backup. that kind of thing. I haven't really decided, but I have options. I definitely have options next week. Anyways, dude, and by that I mean everyone, I guess. I will see you later.